Hi everyone in third year section 3. Welcome to this latest podcast. We will cover the weeks of February 19th or what is left of it, February 26th and March 5th. Before we dive into looking at your schoolwork though, I have a special message from two of your fellow students. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Lulu and this is Ashley.
Hi, we're the students that are going to be representing you guys in Germany this May coming up. So we need your help, like big time. So we need help from first years, second years, third years, fundraising ideas, anything that you have that can help us. We have a lot of money that we still need to raise and really encourage your collaboration with us. Next week, February 21st, Wednesday, UB, we will be selling popcorn in the nutrition room. And we really encourage you guys to come help us out and come have great conversations with us and spend some time with us.
What she said.
If people can't come next Wednesday, are there other ways that they can help?
Definitely. You guys can send us a bio or you can stalk us down the hallways and either you can help us with ideas for fundraising or if you have some if you'd like to help us as well. We'd love to include all of you guys in this because you guys can be the future students coming to represent us in Germany.
Sounds about right.
All right, so a great plug there from Ashley and Ralu for their trip to Germany in May. The popcorn selling thing was today, so hopefully you bought your popcorn, but they still have a ton of money to raise. So as Ashley says, feel very free to stalk them down the hallways and throw money at them or share any ideas that you have for fundraising activities or volunteer to help with fundraising. So that's Ralu and Ashley's trip to Germany in May. All right, if you have not already done so, please go and get your agenda, your calendar, your phone, your however it is that you are keeping yourself organized, and let's look at schoolwork. All right, first of all, the week of February 19th. Just a reminder from Fiona from the Collaborative Relationships course that midterm is approaching. And so please keep up with your readings for collaborative relationships. Very important. In your inclusion course, the excursions are now finished. So the next step is to submit all of your excursion reports, and that should be finalized by the end of this week. Also in inclusion, this Friday, February 23rd, you will be having a workshop with the group from the West Montreal Rehabilitation Center. That is going to be really fascinating. So come to class on Friday. Remember to be on time and to prepare yourself appropriately for that workshop. Also on Friday, February 23rd, in your school age course, your 3 short-term plans are due. Also, your fundraising activity is due in school age on that same day, Friday the 23rd. Most of you will have finished that already, but if you have not, that is due this Friday, and you will be having a field trip in your school age course to the Harold Napper Daycare. So be sure you're on time for that and to dress appropriately. All right, let's now look at the week of February 26th. There will be a follow-up in-class assignment worth 10% in your inclusion class, follow-up to the workshop with the West Montreal group, and that will be on Tuesday, the 27th of February. That's worth 10%. Also on that same day, an in-class assignment in your Intro to Administration course worth 6% of your final grade. Your Human Resources assignment in Intro to Admin is also due on Tuesday, the 27th of February. That's worth 25%. And then on Wednesday, the 28th of February, another in-class in Intro to Admin, again worth 6% of your final grade. And finally, for that week, on Friday, the 2nd of March, in your school age course, you will be presenting one of your short-term plans to your fellow schoolmates. All right, last but not least, we're looking at the week of March 5th. You see down here, spring break, which signals the end or almost the end of that intensive 6th semester, but haven't made it to the end so far. So let's look at the week of March 5th. I just have one assignment to draw your attention to, which is on Thursday, March 8th. You will have another in-class assignment in Intro to Administration worth, you guessed it, 6% of your final grade. All right, if by this point in your very intensive 6th and final semester in ECE, you are starting to feel like this poor bobsled driver at the Olympics, like you've lost total control, I have a little tip for you. So yes, remain calm and breathe through the nose. All right, one last thing to talk to you about is it is your final semester here in ECE at Vanier, and so that means you will be graduating. Yay! And Fiona is looking to assemble a grad committee. So if you would like to get involved in organizing events to celebrate your graduation, we've done in the past luncheons, dinners, special dancing, all kinds of stuff. If you'd like to get involved with that, speak to me or speak to Fiona, and we will get you involved with the grad committee. All right, if you have anything else that you would like to share with your fellow classmates, let me know, and you could become a podcast star. As always, you can post your comments on YouTube. You can get a full transcript of any of the podcasts by clicking on transcript underneath the video. And of course, stay tuned for the next announcement, which will probably be announcing the final podcast for you this semester. So stay tuned for that. That's all the information I have for now. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks. Bye.